Family, it is late, probably super late wherever you are. It is only 10 p.m. here, so it's not that late where I am. But I felt called to share this message. Mind you, I am pretty sleepy. I got up really early today. I've been getting up in the middle of the night for a lot of days actually, and it's been my call to tap into my spirituality a little bit more, because when you get up really early, and it's not like when you get up early and you mean to get up early, like you set your alarm, but it's like when you get up early and you feel like something called you to get up at this time and you can't go to sleep. Maybe sometimes you feel a little uneasy, maybe sometimes you feel just like you can't go to sleep. I take that time to meditate, right, and connect spiritually. So anyway, I'm saying that to say I'm sleepy now because I have been getting up pretty early. But I did want to just really hop on really quick and just really share this message. And it really just has to do with what I've been seeing, what I've seen in my life as a mother, as a single mother. If a lot of you who are subscribed to my channel and don't know, by the way, welcome if you're new to my channel. This is the place where I talk about spirituality and decolonizing spirituality and primordial womanhood and femininity and peace. Everyone coming into the room. Something that I really wanted to speak about is just realizing as a single mom and being a single mom and really finally getting to the point of admitting to myself that I am a single mom. Because initially when I had my daughter, it was a process for me to really understand what the hell, like, am I really alone? Is it really just me? And there's a loneliness, there's a pain, there's a kind of feeling, right? It's only something you can experience when you have a small child and you're just by yourself. And even if you do have other people around you, like emotionally, when you feel this like emotional aloneness, it does something to you where you feel like you have to put yourself in overdrive, or you have to put yourself in survival mode. You have to put yourself in this mode of like, I don't like feeling like, right? The feeling is there that I don't have the support emotionally. The father of my child is emotionally not cognizant or supportive. And family may be supportive in their own unique way, whatever way that they want to be supportive. But emotionally, and the way that you want to live your life and create your life, right? As a woman and as a mother, we have our own unique way that we want to create our life for our child. And usually we really realize this, and sometimes I already know this, when we have children, like a lot of women know, like when I have children, like I have this specific life that I want to live, right? So when you have a child and, you know, you didn't have all of that ready and laid out, it's like you know that you want to create this life for yourself because it's going to be easier for you. It's going to feel better. And just what I'm realizing in my journey is like I spent a lot of time denying what I needed as a single mom and even accepting the fact that I was a single mom. Like that I am, it is just me. Like it's just me. um yes, I have the universe supporting me in everything that I do. But I can easily get into that mindset of I need to get everything done. I need to have all my ducks in a row. I need to make sure this is done, that is done, this is done, that is done. And with me being in this new phase of my life where I have my own place, and things are like the ball is rolling in a lot of different areas, I'm finding myself like putting my energy into areas that, like every area, right? I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I am doing the laundry, I am pursuing my goals, pursuing my dreams, working, doing extra stuff on the whatever, I can on the side. And also, I'm also right, I'm dating and right, I'm currently not really dating. I will be dating soon, but I was dating heavily previous to when I moved into my new place. And when I was dating, I did have feel a lot more of support and easiness, but I did notice some things started to come up even in that, right? When it came to me being a mom. And so I wasn't really I hadn't really fully embraced the fact that, hey, I am a mom. I am not a regular ass woman. Like, I am a mom. I'm not a maiden that's in her maiden energy. That's do 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 do. I want to find love and I want to explore life and I want to, you know, have fun and I want to just relax and, not really no pressure. And like, I'm not that woman anymore. Like, at one point in my life, I was. I remember those days. I remember those days of being carefree. Do, 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 do. I'm just, and it's natural. That's a natural phase of femininity to be like that. But the thing is, when you become a mother, the switch flips and you're no longer in this kind of like exploration phase of your life. And you're switching into this phase of, this is what I want, this is what I need, and this is what I want. Like, and if you're not providing that, if you can't come on with the come on, if you are trying to, prolong stuff and make stuff into, something that I don't want, right? I just can't be available for that, right? And in my dating life, I found like I was getting to those points really quickly, like versus how I would have done earlier in my life. Like I was getting to those points of like, okay, I'm just not available for this, you know. I'm not, because I'm a mom, right? So if I am spending this much time with you, right? It's been over 3 months We've been dating, and, you know, you're still not sure, or it's going in a direction where I feel a little uncomfortable. Like, I just nip it in the bud. Like, it's over. Or if it's not over, it's, I'm just closing out that phase, and I'm not available for it anymore. And so what I'm just really realizing is that motherhood really does require your dominant feminine energy. It requires you to be dominant in your feminine energy. And it's something that when you are a maiden, or when you are a woman that has not have given birth or had a child yet, that you can kind of be ignorant to. And I've seen it like in my family members that even are older than me, right? But they don't have children, have certain perspectives of like, well, when you're dating a guy, or when you're getting to know a guy, you kind of have to do certain things, because like most guys aren't going to do that, or blah blah blah, or basically you kind of have to step into like doing certain things that like are masculine, or like, for example, like paying half the bills, or taking care of X, Y, and Z financially, or whatever kind of mindset. Well, that basically just requires you to not have clear standards, and a threshold, a boundary where like you're not about to waste my time, and you're not about to you know basically give yourself the opportunity to treat me and my child like it's like this this game, right? And that's something that when you're in your maiden energy, you don't think about it in that way, because you haven't developed. And I'm not saying that every woman is like this, but I know for myself, I wasn't thinking in that way, because I was being very carefree, and I was like being very loving, and you know young, and in a sense naive, because it's like, well, they don't have to make a decision. We can just go with the flow. We can just see how it goes and everything. Oh, Olivia, go in the room, please. Yeah, you stinky. She gonna come over here talking about I farted. But that's just what I just noticed, that a lot of women don't understand that specifically when you step into motherhood, or your mother energy, it is you stepping into your dominant feminine energy. And when you become a mother, you don't have a choice but to be in your feminine energy. Actually, you have to. And that's what I'm seeing for myself in my own life. And part of, what I expressed to you all in my community, in the community chat, about how, look, like, I need to take care of myself. I'm realizing how I have really been trying to be this maiden, right? Really trying to be this carefree, fun-loving, and I'm just gonna, have fun and do this and do that and focus on this and do this goal and that goal, when really I'm being called to step into this version of my femininity that requires me to take care of myself. And it requires other people to take care of me as well, especially the men in my life. And that's a that's a phase that I realized I've never really fully stepped into, and it's empowering, but at the same time it's like challenging, because as a single mom, the conditioning is so deep to do everything. Do everything because you feel that presence of like needing to be in survival mode, and that you don't have the emotional support or whatever. The emotional support, the support, right? Um or you might feel the need sorry, I hope y'all didn't see that. I'm like over here laying down in my thong. Um, I hope YouTube doesn't like whatever you wasn't that you guys didn't see much. Um, but it is basically a realization of like you must be dominantly in your feminine when you are a woman, especially when you are a woman with children, with small children. And you are called to just take care. And specifically for me, I am being called to really step into just caring for myself. And I'm realizing how I'm just making myself do everything, right? Clean, cook, organize, purge. And at the end of the day, I'm like, damn, like, am I even taking care of myself? Am I taking care of my inner being, of like giving myself the things that I really want? Am I able to outsource these things? Like, can I just allow this to be taken care of for me? And the answer is yes, I can. And I just have been believing that I need to do it myself. But the truth is, I can absolutely outsource it. I can absolutely have somebody else do it. I can absolutely do all of these things. I know that I can. Um, and even in my dating life, I'm just also seeing how like I was embodying this like maiden energy when I'm not a maiden. Like, I'm not in my maiden energy. I am a mother. I am in my maternal energy, and I am not looking for somebody to have fun with and explore life with or whatever. I'm looking for somebody to secure me and provide for me and protect me and show up fully in their masculine so that I can be fully in my feminine. And I realized how I also was not communicating that in a dominant way. Um, in a dominant way. So that is something that I'm just realizing, and it's important for other women to know this or see this as well, because I see a lot of other women who are in their maiden energy, and you know, I see also like I said, with the men that I've dated, it's like they almost don't even realize, like, when you're dating a mother, when men are dating a mother, like, that energy needs to be made clear to them, because they may be desiring, a maiden, right? Or a woman who is in this different kind of energy that you're just not in. Like, like, men who are looking for a woman in her maiden energy are probably, they're not going to want that much pressure on the relationship. They're going to want it to be easy. They're going to want it to flow. They're going to want it to just not really, like, it'll have a direction, like, oh yeah, let's be together, oh yeah, let's be in a relationship, but there's not much definition to it, there's not much clarity on it, and things like that. And it's really like this go with the flow, you know, let's see what it do and things like that. And it's like when you're in your mother energy, you need a man who has a clear vision and knows that exactly that he wants a woman that he wants a woman that he can secure. Like he wants to be secured. He wants to start a family. He wants to create a home. He wants to build a legacy. And he has this plan and vision for that. And this is a man that you want when you are in your mother or this dominant feminine energy. You want a man who is ready for you. And this is something else that I also like noticed when I was dating and all the men that I dated. And I do believe in rotational dating, and some of what I've learned from other creators on YouTube and dating multiple men at one time. And what I've learned in rotational dating is that there's gonna be a gold medalist, a silver medalist, a bronze medal. Like there's gonna be the guys when you do rotational dating and when you date multiple men at one time, you're gonna see like the guy that you're most drawn to and that you feel like you can really just be with, right? And so for me, the guy that was the gold medalist for me was the guy who had a clear plan, right? It wasn't the guy who emotionally like or spiritually had the same ideals as me or believed in the same things as me or had the same philosophies as me. It wasn't even the guy who was most sexually like magnetic or, you know, turned me on the most and had the hottest body, right? It wasn't. It was the guy who had the plan, and it was the guy who laid the plan out and valued family, valued security, valued providing, valued protecting. And that was the guy who was the gold medalist, right? And it was the guy that I ended up dating the most all of last year. And we're still, you know, on good terms, and we, you know, I'm not going to go into that. Maybe in another video, I'll go into that some more. But I saw like that it wasn't that any of those other guys weren't good guys, and because they were all great guys, they were all phenomenal men, they were all well off provider men, blah blah blah. But the guy who I was most drawn to was ready for me as a mother and in my mother energy. So it's just really being in that dominant mother energy, or really just, it's really because when you're become a mother, it is just your dominant feminine energy, really, because you have to be fully feminine when you become a mother. There is no kind of like different aspects of femininity. It's like a full feminine energy. Like think of the moon when it's in the new moon phase. And mind you, I'm also a new moon cycle. And I definitely am gonna go deeper into the lunar cycles and everything like that in one of my courses. I'm thinking I'm going to add it to the love potion, maybe possibly the Lilith code, probably both, whatever, I don't know. But I know that I'm in a new moon phase, and the new moon is like the epitome of feminine energy. Like, it's just the blackness, right? The darkness. And this is what they call the mother cycle, the mother cycle. And it's really not necessarily that you are a mother per se, but you're stepping into your pure feminine energy that creates life, that nurtures itself, that needs to be feminine, fully feminine. So me, myself personally, I'm like, okay, I am going to outsource everything that I don't need to do. I'm going to outsource cleaning. I'm going to outsource cooking. I'm going to outsource whatever it is that I don't want to do. Right? I'm going to prioritize taking care of myself. And I'm also going to prioritize my relationships and connecting, right, to people and cultivating relationships that allow me to be vulnerable. That's another really big thing. That allow me to be vulnerable. Because that's another thing that I've really found that I've struggled with as a mother, is to be vulnerable and to just let people know what the hell, like, what it is that I'm experiencing and the truth of what I'm going through. Like, and doing it without feeling like I'm less of a person or unworthy. Right? Like, as a mother, as a single mother, I have been on government assistance, right? I have received food stamps. I have received assistance, like every kind of assistance you could think of. Like, I've gotten it shamelessly. Shamelessly, like, because it allowed me to relax. It allowed me to just be at ease and at peace. And those were things that I really found myself just struggling to be transparent about with people at a certain point in my life. Like, yeah, I needed help. Yeah, I received help, right? Everything that was going on with my health, I was having a hard time admitting to myself that I needed to focus on my health. Like, that I was having back pain, that I was having anxiety, that I was feeling sad, depressed, lonely. Like, all of those things is like a part of you being in your femininity, like accepting that you need nurturance and you need care and you need love. And the more you deny it, it's like the more you keep it away from you, keep it from coming to you fully, what you really need. And I also saw like how I was also dating and going into my dating life, kind of acting like I wasn't in this vulnerable position in my life. Like, I wasn't in this place in my life. Like, and now that I look back on it, I didn't do that because I was afraid somebody would think less of me, somebody would try to take advantage of me, that I would get hurt. And now I'm realizing that actually I was really afraid of people rejecting me for who I was and where I was at and possibly being denied nurturance and love and security. And that's what I was truly afraid of. And now I'm at a point in my life where I know that keeping all of that closed and not sharing any of that is inhibiting my growth as and my fulfillment as a woman, because I'm not allowing people to love me for me and take care of me for me, the men in my life and just the people in my life in general, right? Nobody can help somebody who is acting like they got it all together and they can do everything and they're not sad and they're not feeling anything. Like, wear that on your sleeves. Like, you know how people say they don't want to wear their heart on their sleeves? Like, wear it on your sleeves, like literally, because it's what you need. So anyway, I've been rambling. Let me look at these comments. Okay. Peace, Jahari. Hello, Food Abroad. I hope you're still here. Can I feel that hole of loneliness? Who said that? Hello. Okay, so I'm a new mom, so I feel this. Oh yes, you're a new mom. Yeah, you would definitely be able to relate if you're a new mom to everything that I'm saying, because this is literally everything I went through as a new mom. And not only as a new mom, but as a new mom that was having a very traumatic experience in her just realization of self and leaving a toxic relationship and, you know, discovering what I wanted for myself as a mother and who I was as a woman. It's almost like I was still a child almost. I wouldn't say I was a child, but it was like I was still very much in my maiden energy. And I needed the support of other women during that time because I felt so like unsure of myself. So everything that I'm sharing is like literally everything that I went through over the past 4 years. I feel like I've transitioned to the mother phase, even though, okay, hold on guys, I gotta get up. Even though I'm not an actual mother. Yes, you can definitely transition to the mother phase without being a mother. Really, it's a realization of your importance. Like, you don't necessarily have to have a child, but say you get put in a situation that is like a life or death situation, or it's a really like imperative situation where you have to take care of yourself and you have to like become a mama bear, right? Like, you know, when you become mama bear, it's like you have to get into this kind of protective mode. And you can do that for yourself without actually you having to have a child, right? It's just you getting into this realization of like, hey, I matter. Like, I matter. I'm important. And if I don't treat myself like I care about myself, you know, there's not gonna be much left of me. So really, you can definitely step into it without becoming a mom physically. Can you do more videos on dominant femininity and what it looks like? Yeah, I suppose I could do more videos on dominant femininity. I feel like I talk like majority of my stepping into dominant femininity that I share is in the Lilith code. Because it talks all about femininity and sovereignty and becoming sovereign. So, and by the way, I did see the poll that you guys all voted on, and it came really close, but ultimately you guys voted on another round of the Lilith Code. So if I do another round of the Lilith Code, well, actually, I will do another round of the Lilith Code. But really the question is when? When I do another round of the Lilith Code, that will just be completely all about dominant femininity in every area of our life. But I can definitely go deeper on this subject. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys about. And just get that off my chest. Get that off of my heart. Not that it is a burden, but just share it because it was on my heart. And it was really like a realization for me of how, like, this is who I am, you know? I'm not a little girl. I'm not a maiden. I'm not, oh, you know, like, I don't have time to not be clear about what kind of relationship I want, what kind of life I want, what I deserve. And also, stop making myself miserable by making myself do everything, and allow myself to be supported. Even if, you know, you have those doubts come up, like, I know a lot of women don't allow themselves to be cared for and supported just because they don't see value in investing in those things. But to me, at this point in my life, like, and probably until the rest of the year, like, until the rest of this winter, until winter comes, I am investing 100% into my self-care, into my health, into making life easy for me. Like, balance needs to be restored. And also, this is like a big part of me being in the 6th year that I mentioned in my community chat, is really restoring the balance. So anyway, I'm glad that I got to hop on here and share that. I'm going to let you guys go and have a nice night. And then I am going to hop on here again sometime soon and check in once again. So thank you guys for tuning in, and let me know whatever questions you have and whatever you have to add to the subject. And I'll see you in my next video.